6th grade was a weird year, okay? Most counties, 6th grade is the beginning of middle school. But for us, it's the end of elementary school, meaning that our middle school is only 2 years. So 6th grade is this, like, weird middle spot where you're, like, treated like a kid, but you don't feel like you're a kid. Like, you're too old, but not old enough. It was such a weird age, but we felt cool. We were like, yeah, we're too cool for this school, you know? So where does this story begin? So there was one kid, I don't remember who started this, but one kid was wearing these shoes, and they were LeBrons. And I remember another kid was like, wow, those are cool. So he bought them. And then we were like, and then slowly every boy started buying them. And so after a couple people started buying these shoes, it became like the thing for the guys to do. They bought LeBrons, and it was like our secret club, you know? Because usually the girls had their secret club, so we had our own thing for the first time. And I guess the girls didn't like that at all. They did not like that, and I don't even know why. But they would come up to us in the middle of recess. They dig their feet into the dirt, and then they just step them. And it would get to the point where they would intentionally, every single recess, band together and make their group of people who would run up to us and just dig their shoes into the ground and just stomp on our shoes. And our shoes got really dirty. Now, sadly, these shoes were very expensive, okay? They were like $90. So, you know, how would you like it if you just spent $90 on shoes and a bunch of kids came up to you and just... So, what's the only logical thing to do? Well, you clean them. Because what other option is there? You know, so you go up, you have a napkin, and... Now, I guess the teacher didn't like this because there was so many people cleaning, so many people interrupting in class. I guess she didn't like it because it was an interruption. But, I mean, you know, everybody was kind of like, yeah, math's important, but also my shoes are dirty, so, you know. And normally I would be like, yeah, they're shoes, get them dirty, whatever. But it was the fact that they were doing it intentionally. See, like, if normally they just got dirty, you know, I would kind of be on the teacher's side of, like, stop interrupting class. But the girls came up to us and they just kept stomping on them. And it was just like, come on, man, why? So I guess one day, the straw that broke the camel's back. One kid went up, cleaned the shoes, and she was like, all right, enough. So there's a couple things that can happen from here. Now, what would you expect the teacher to do if there was a bunch of people stepping on people's shoes and people were cleaning them? You know, what's the only logical thing? Well, if I was the teacher, I'd tell the girls, hey, maybe stop. Maybe don't do that. That's not cool. Okay? You know what she does? You know what she does? She says, enough! LeBrons are banned. This lady banned LeBrons. She banned shoes from school. So, what are we supposed to do? Like, she just banned them. So, I went up to her, like, you know, I don't remember. I went up to her at some point in the day, and I was like, hey, so I don't have any other shoes, so I'm gonna have to bring these in tomorrow. Like, I don't, you know, and she was like, just do not come in with LeBrons. Okay, but you don't understand, like, I don't have any other shoes, like, so I have to come in with them. LeBrons are banned. Okay, I see that, but I also don't have any other shoes. Figure it out yourself. So now I'm stuck at a sort of issue here, a roadblock, if you will. Because now, it's like, what am I supposed to do? Do I just, like, I can't buy new shoes. My mom just spent $90 on these, so I was like, alright. I'm just gonna have to come in with them, you know? What is she gonna do, force me to take them off? She can't do that. Wait, in case you're wondering, here's my LeBrons. Okay, this is what mine looked like. I had the green and gray or black or something. It was green and something. And then the other kids, they had like all the other designs. So, you know, we were color coordinated, by the way. Nobody had the same pair. Everybody had their own different kind of pair, and they were all unique to us. So that was pretty cool. That was kind of fun. But so one of the nights I said to my mom, I'm like, Mom, she's making us take off our shoes. And my mom's like, well, I didn't pay $80 for you to take off your shoes. So if she tells you to take them off, tell her I said you're not allowed to. And I was like, okay. We all stand up, we go to our class, and as we enter the classroom, I look over and I see the teacher standing there. The first couple kids come in with their LeBrons, and she goes, "Nope!" And so they start going out of the classroom, and she's like, "Take them off. Leave them in the hallway." I'm like, oh my god, she's serious. She's gonna make us walk barefoot at school. So, I don't know how, but I managed to just walk into class without her even seeing my shoes. So, I kept my LeBrons on while everybody else had theirs off. And it was pretty, like, weird. Like, she was very determined, okay? She did not let anybody wear their shoes even to go to the bathroom. Kids would go into the bathroom, their socks would get wet, and before you ask, no, it wasn't water. And then they came back to class. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about that. She was determined to do this, and everybody was just like, and I remember a couple girls would like come to us and be like, "Yeah, that's what you guys get for wearing your LeBrons." You're just like, what? Okay, they're just shoes, so, okay. Mentioned, it wasn't all the girls. Some of the girls were on our side, but it was like the popular girls. The student government, you know, always getting A's girls. Those girls. So, a little bit of the day goes by, and one of the girls, she walks by me. She looks down. She's like, he's wearing his LeBrons. So she takes her shoe out. She just starts on my shoes. I walk over, sit down, and I'm like, you know what? I've had enough of this. Teacher's doing her stupid presentation thing. 5 times 4 equals whatever. So I'm like, you know what? That's it. So I stand up, and it makes the awkward. So she's doing her thing on the board, you know, and then you just see her go. I'm standing up, and I'm like, and I look at her. She's looking back at me. I walk over to the sink, all proud. I'm like, you know what? I'm standing up for myself. So I walk over. I do the paper towel thing. I walk over to the sink because we had sinks in our classroom. I don't know why. That was, yeah. So you know, and then, and I start cleaning. Teacher. I walk over to the trash. You can take those off. And I'm like, this is the moment that I've waited for. This is the big character moment. You know, the climax of the story. So I said, my mom said I'm not allowed to. And and I don't know what went through her head when she was like, oh, you know what? I think this is kind of illegal. I don't think I can actually do this. Well, whatever. So then 8 times 5. And then I sit down in my thing and I'm like, oh my god, I'm a hero. I'm a hero. And I was like expecting all the kids to look back at me like, oh my god, he just did a thing. Oh my god, he's the savior. And they're just like, oh. Okay. So, at the end of the day, I'm leaving. I'm like, you know what? I'm a hero. Not all heroes wear capes. So, as I'm leaving, Joseph, come here. Yes? About earlier, I will be emailing your mother about what you said. I said, if that's what she told me to tell you, so well, if that's what she told you to tell me, then there should be no issue. Okay, I'm gonna go home. I come in the next day. I walk by her desk. She says, Joseph, I emailed your mother. Just wanted to let you know that you may now wear your LeBrons. And I'm like, don't tell me now I can wear my LeBrons. No, okay? She's making it sound like it's her decision. Like she was like, you know what? I'll let him do it. And that is the end of the story. Okay, bye.